My 24 and 44F thinks the story of how my fiancé and I met is gross and inappropriate. So on my 24F's 18th birthday I went to a bar with a few friends. Whilst there we saw my now fiancé Josh, who was 21 at the time. He had just been dismissed, is that the right word, discharged, from the army, and was celebrating his newfound freedom. He was flirting with my friend and I swooped in to help her, and Josh started to flirt with me. I wasn't looking for a hookup or relationship, so brushed his advances off, but he wouldn't back down. He flashed us, pulled up his shirt to show his abs, and he kissed me NC, resulting in him getting kicked out. The next year on my 19th birthday a friend invited me out to meet some of his old uni buddies. And Josh, 22 at the time, was there. He instantly recognized me and pulled me aside and apologized profusely. He said he was on hard drugs and doesn't actually remember what happened that night and only knows through his friends' choppy accounts. Well, we ended up talking and got quite close and started to date. He proposed to me 6 months ago and our wedding is in August 2022. We announced the wedding at a family gathering, but have had talks in smaller groups since then. My aunt thinks the story of how we met is grossly predatory and inappropriate and sets a bad precedent for young boys. The fact he wouldn't back down and kissed me without C. She said I should make something up so it's more appropriate for today's time. We both have different views and she always pulls the "I'm older than you and therefore wiser" card. She has openly said she has no respect for Josh and will not come to my wedding. How do I get her to understand we're in a happy and loving relationship? Is it a lost cause? In a silo, she's absolutely right. You didn't just fall for him then and there though, you accepted the situation for what it was and probably thought he was a douche. Fast forward a year and he's seemingly a different person and he apologized. You've subsequently been together for what, 5 years now? Unless he's crossed any boundaries, we'd like to believe he's not the same person and we'd like to assume you're in a good and healthy relationship. If that's the case, just state as much. This is the problem with disclosing issues with family. They'll focus on it and it's not as easy for them to forgive. At the end of the day though, it's your life. If you're happy and not overlooking any red flags, she should be supportive of you and your life. If she's not, it's really her problem. Good luck. I would add that you should really stop telling that story. It's funny to you in hindsight, I imagine. To a lot of people they're going to receive it as haha, let me tell you the story of how when I met my boyfriend he harassed me and kissed me without my consent. We met at a bar will suffice. If you don't want other people to think your fiancé is a creep, you probably shouldn't tell that full story. It's great that he's changed and all, but he comes off really poorly and it would certainly color how I saw him if I heard the full story. I mean, she's 100% right about how you met, but it's not up to her what story you tell people. He'll just say we first met in a bar and then again a year later at a party. Leave out the rapey bits. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. It's free. Check out some other videos I've made.